Okay, hi guys. My name is Shelby, and welcome to Voice for the Vanished.
How can I forget you, girl? When there is always something there to remind me.
Now, if there's any case I'm going to be tempted to cuss in, it's going to be this one because this case, oh my, it makes me very angry. It's absolutely heartbreaking. These adorable little boys, look at their little faces. They are so cute, and something absolutely horrifying is currently happening to them. Let's get into Maverick and Orion stories. I think this goes for most people when I say that when people hear that children have been kidnapped by their non custodial parent, they feel a sigh of relief, a blanket of safety, if you will, because, oh, it's a custody battle, terrible thing. Each is fighting for the best of the children, and, they don't mean to kidnap, but they're just trying to love their children, I guess. But in this case, we shouldn't feel that blanket of safety and we shouldn't feel that sigh of relief. We should actually feel way worse that these children are with their father, who is a terrible man. And it's not just the mother saying this so that her children are back with her, and it's not the mother making up lies, it's factual. It is police report after police report, arrest after arrest, imprisonment after imprisonment, charge after charge. It's absolutely terrible. Clarence Michael Ransom. He goes by the name Michael. It's the man you see on the screen right now, and yes, he's somehow the father of those beautiful children, but I'm about to tell you just a couple of the arrests and charges he has piled against him. Trigger warning, I am about to speak about sexual assault. I'll put a timestamp on the screen if you want to skip to where I am finished talking about it. Oklahoma City, 1991. A little 11-year-old girl who did not know Clarence Michael Ransom was living her life peacefully with her loving family when she was aggressively raped, molested, tortured, whatever you want to call it. She was sexually assaulted, taken of her childhood, hurt, abuse. I can't. It really pisses me off. By Clarence Michael Ransom. In 1991, he raped an 11-year-old girl, but is free now. Makes so much freaking sense. Whew, sorry. Um, yeah, so he was convicted of raping her, and he didn't even know her. So a stranger rape, a stranger abduction, anything that's stranger related, to me, shows such a sign of psychoticness. Anyone who kidnaps, rapes, hurts, murders a child, or anyone for that matter, is a psychopath, obviously. But when they're strangers and they do it, it's such a different psychosis rather than, the people who are obsessed with them and stalk them and know every detail about them. Or the ones who think they love these children, they wouldn't hurt these children, but are raping them, which is hurting them so much, But they think they love them. They think they're their precious babies. All those creepy freaking things. But when it's a stranger, you don't even know this child, you grab this child, it's such a different type of psychoticness that is just disgusting. Has nothing to do with them being crazy and thinking they love this child and not hurting this child. They know they shouldn't be doing it. And I'm not saying the people who love them know they shouldn't be doing it. But it's, do you know what I mean? Just grabbing a random child off the street for the sake of grabbing a random child off the street and raping them. I can't. Ooh, it pisses me off so bad. But this was just in 1991, which, yeah, maybe it seems like a long time ago, but honestly was not that long ago. And child rapists, sexual offenders should be sentenced longer, especially child rapists. Especially child rapists. When you're raping an 11-year-old girl off the street, you should be in prison forever. That's how I see it. Or just put them in general. Just put them in general population and tell all the other prisoners what they did, and they'll take care of them. No big deal. But I guess we can't do that, and that's why I'm not in law enforcement. Anyways, so that's just one of the charges Michael Clarence, whatever you want to call him, has against him, and now you know why I'm being so harsh towards him, and I couldn't give a flying duck what I say about him. I don't even know how happy it makes me to see those beautiful faces back on the screen right now. So, this is Maverick and Orion Ransom, and I don't know the exact relationship of Clarence or Michael, whatever again you want to call him. I think I'll just keep referring to him as Michael. I don't know the exact relationship of their marriage and separation, but they are estranged, going through a divorce, so going through a custody battle. And yeah, I don't know the exact details of that, but again, do they really matter? No. So let me give you guys a description of little Maverick and Orion, because I just love them. They're so cute. I know I'm not a mother, but I fully thought they were twins for about 20 minutes into my research. But little Orion was born on July 13th, 2015. So he is 4 years old, and he has light brown hair and brown eyes, and he is 3'6" and about 30 pounds. And little Maverick is just under a year younger than him, born June 16th, 2016. And so he's 3 years old, and he is also 3'6" and 30 pounds with light brown hair and brown eyes. So no wonder they look so much alike. They're absolutely adorable. On October 8th, these beautiful little boys had a custody hearing for their parents, and I guess the outcome of it, their father Michael was not very happy about it. Not sure exactly what it was, but I know that he was not happy about it, and the boys were at daycare during that time. When the mom went to go pick the boys up, they were gone, picked up by their father, who was not supposed to pick them up. And yeah, he did not have custody at that time, so the mom immediately called the police, and this breaks my heart. She was hit with some of the most heartbreaking or absolutely frustrating news a woman could get. The police told her that in New Mexico, there's a law that states if a parent has custody of their children and poses no threat, investigators have to wait 14 days to begin an investigation. You guys hear that? He poses no threat. He poses no threat, but he's a convicted sex offender. A child sex offender, but he poses no threat. What? She had nothing to do except look for them on her own, and she could barely do that. I mean, she's not a cop, she's just a mom, and the police tell her, "Oh, yeah, nothing we can do. Your estranged husband who was convicted for hurting an 11-year-old little girl has your sons. We can't do anything for 14 days." Are you kidding me? The wait was absolutely excruciating, as anyone could imagine. And she says, quote, 2 weeks. 2 weeks to disappear, and you still haven't found them. This is crazy. End quote. Full love and support to this woman, because I cannot imagine having to hear that. And is it technically the cop's fault? No. But, I mean, it's a law. But at the same time, like, really, nothing you can do. He has a warrant out for his arrest for breaking the custody, as well as not re-registering as a sex offender, because I believe he had like an appointment to re-register during the time that he has been missing with his children, making it a warrant out for his arrest for that as well. A woman came to the police because on October 8th, she was with Michael, as well as Maverick and Orion, and another man named Kick. And Michael had told her and Kick about plans to take the children to Mexico to get them away from their mother. For whatever reason, they went along with it and they headed off to Mexico. At around 2 a.m. on October 9th, they crossed the border with Maverick and Orion, and we're in Mexico. The woman says that the children slept on the side of the road in a tent or in the car, and that it was her job to take care of the children, and that's why they asked her to come. And that Michael's plan was eventually to take them to Cancun in Mexico. But Michael became paranoid. He was using methamphetamine and was very paranoid and acting erratic, and believed that this woman was talking to the police, which at the time I believe she was not, as far as I can tell. And so he packed up Kick and the children and left her on the side of the road. She apparently hitchhiked back to Arizona, arriving at the border of Arizona. For about 2 hours, she hitchhiked all the way back there, and that this woman told the investigators that Michael had no intention of ever returning the children to their mother. The mother says that this is a complete shock to her, that she had no idea her estranged husband would ever take the children. Like, he wasn't, in her eyes, he wasn't ever fighting her for full custody or anything like that. Like, he was angry about different custodial hearings, but he was never posing that he wanted to have the children forever, that he wanted to take them away from their mother. He never said anything like that. So this all came as a complete shock to her, even though he's crazy. He never said he wanted the kids full time. He never insinuated anything like this. So this came as a complete shock to her, and she also says it is shocking that he went to Mexico as he doesn't speak Spanish. Which, I mean, kind of an issue, but probably not that much. Again, this is Clarence Michael Ransom. He goes by Michael as far as we know. His date of birth is September 27th, 1967, making him 52 years old. He is white with brown hair, looks gray to me, and blue eyes. He is about 5'11 and 195 pounds with facial hair, like as seen in the photo as far as last known. If you see Clarence Michael, or Maverick, or Orion, or you know anything about them, or this man named Kick, call the police immediately. Do not hesitate. Call 911 or 1-800-843-5678. Again, that is 1-800-843-356778. As always, if you do not feel safe calling, you can call Crime Stoppers anonymously. You can put in a tip anonymously. Any information is important, no matter how little, no matter how big, no matter how you think it might be not important or unrelated. Please tell them. You never know what's going to crack this case wide open. These children are in danger. They are with a man who is under the influence of drugs, a man who is a convicted child sex offender, and a random man named Kick. You never know what can happen to children with a dangerous man and an unknown man in Mexico. Let's bring Maverick and Orion home safely to their mother. They do not deserve this. It's just absolutely heartbreaking. Let's please share their faces, share their story, share this video if you want to. Just get their faces out there, please. And as I always ask you guys, I do not care who you believe in, what you believe in, or what you don't believe in. Send good prayers, good thoughts, good vibes, good feelings, faith, hope, love, this family's way, Maverick and Orion's way, their mother's way. Send good things this family's way. They need that right now to bring these little boys home safely. They deserve a happy, safe life, being unharmed by their sex offender father. They deserve a life with their mother. Their mother deserves a life with them. And let's just bring them home. Again, thank you guys so much for watching and listening to Maverick and Orion's story. If you want to hear more stories just like theirs, please check out my latest videos. They all deserve to have their stories told, and their stories are just important as the last. And if you could, please subscribe so I can keep telling these stories of people who deserve to have their stories talked about. It would mean the world to me if I could keep doing this forever, and I can if you guys subscribe. It would just mean so, so much to me. I love you guys. Oh, again, my name is Shelby. I don't know if I said that, but I love you guys, and I hope you're having a good day. Bye.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too low. Anytime she goes